right, so it is time. This is the Infinite Investment Game. I talk about alternative investments and collectibles. And I'm going to be talking about somewhat of a well-known anime, Digimon, and talking about collecting and investing and what things people may be interested in. Digimon is part of, I would say, like the trio of kids anime that came out in the late 1990s, early 2000s with Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And I put Dragon Ball Z in there as well, so it wouldn't be a trio. But Digimon is one of the lesser known, just because the anime was very popular and the cards were somewhat popular, but most people didn't play it, mostly because the game was very, very difficult to understand, especially if you're a young kid. And it kind of came out before the internet was a big thing, and it didn't sustain long enough. It had a competition with Pokemon, and Pokemon won. And I think Pokemon came out before Digimon, so that's another thing as well. So the top Digimon I think people should be looking at is number one is War Greymon. He's from season 1. Digimon called Agumon Mega Digivolved into War Greymon. His main attack is Supernova. I think there are 3 different copies. There's the TB12, ST84, and BO148. I mean, his strongest attack is Nova attack, and I believe his cards really came out in 2000, 2001. I assume they're all real, and I believe there are foils, and also there are, you want the foil over the non-foil, and you want, if you can find the first edition, it should say first edition, really on the bottom left or right part of the picture generally, if it says first edition. The next one is Black War Greymon. He's from season 2, more so towards the end of season 2. Very, very iconic. A lot of people are gonna want him as well, especially for just long-standing Digimon collectors. It's better to find these in English and Japanese. So next, there's a list that I'm gonna talk about. So next is Omnimon. It's kind of hard to find, and all of these are gonna be hard to find. There's not that many. You should probably get them graded. But Omnimon, Belzamon, he used to ride on a motorcycle, have the 2 guns. He was more like season 3 of Digimon. I don't remember if it's series 3 of the box, but I think you should just focus on someone giving out the singles or selling the singles, or the graded version instead of trying to find the box. And the box is probably gonna be more expensive than the cards, to be honest with you. Then Machindramon, he's a Mega from season 1. I believe his strongest attack was Giga Blasters. I still remember that. Next is Galantamon. That's another Mega level Digimon. Really, all these Digimon are sought after like Mega level. Next is Pipemon. He's season 1 as well. One of the final henchmen or bosses that Digidestin's faced. You can definitely find that in first edition. Holofoil. Apocalypmon. This is very hard to find, and there's probably only one version of this. Final boss for Digimon for season 1. Malomyotismon. This is pretty much on the iconic side. Mega Digimon, Digivolve from Myotismon. And also, like, you're gonna see pictures of all these. And then Imperiladramon, there's this dragon mode and this fight mode. I would say get both. And then there's Mega Seadramon. That's also quite popular as well. I know for the different series, some of the cards do look different. I prefer cards that look for like the first series, series 1. For Digimon, they did re-release a new card game. I wouldn't invest into the newer stuff. I think it's probably a bad idea, but I think a lot of people feel what happened with Pokemon, what's happening with Yu-Gi-Oh!, maybe what happened with some Dragon Ball Z cards, that all this stuff is gonna be worth so much money. So they're going to be saving boxes, you know, sending stuff off to get graded and all this other stuff. And they're going to really be trying to make this like a big time collectible thing and think they're going to sell it for millions of dollars in the future. More than likely that won't happen. More than likely if it does, it will be certain things, the most iconic characters, and probably for the first groups of people who watch maybe the first 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 seasons, maybe the top Digimon from there may be worth something. And it probably won't be in the millions of dollars. I could be wrong. Low pop counts, things such as that. Reinvigorated demand for Digimon, new people getting in, maybe remake of the old season, something like that can help. But I think it's just like a lesser tier thing behind Pokemon and other anime, and I don't think it's going to be able to catch up. A couple other things involved in this is speculation of how these came out, but they're very, very rare. There is the Tai Digivolve power option. You have TK, Izzy, Sora, and Matt, and you may have some more. But I believe at the top is like FX is the right one. But yeah, those could be worth something also in the future. And I think there are some other Digimon cards that are worth quite a bit as well. Actually, as a matter of fact, I do see there's a 1999 Digimon Godamon, Gold Prism exclusive. They are pretty expensive, but I think there's one list for $10,000. I don't know if it's gonna sell for that. There's Piximon Hollow Foil exclusive from 1999. You do have the Kakatramon exclusive Gold Prism from 1999. You do have the Selected Kids exclusive Gold from 1999. That's probably more nostalgic, and this may be something that could be worth something in the future. Or it could be nice to have in a collection as well. But I'm just speculating here. Miramon exclusive Gold. I remember them, but I don't really care. On Series Gold stamp from 2000. It'd be interesting, you know, how much these things actually sell for. But those are some interesting stuff. That they have the rarity and they have some kind of nostalgic feeling and a little bit of collectability. Obviously, Digimon doesn't have the history just because it's only 20 years old. And I think if you're gonna invest, I mean, obviously there's better ways to better places to put your money. But if you want to collect, it could be nice to have some nostalgic type stuff. And when they first made them, I don't think they really thought of them as collectibles. So that sometimes is a good sign. But yeah, if you like the video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and more be coming your way.